for tuning in. This is optibotimus coming at you with another video review, and this time we're taking a look at the Iron Man 2 movie series, Iron Monger. Yeah, the Iron Monger. Now, as I screwed up in the first one, Obadiah Stane. Obadiah. Not, I think I said Jebediah, I think, in my very first one. Really nice looking figure. The 3 3/4 inch scale, obviously. Movie series, so this is what he looked like in the first movie. There's the movie series, comic series, and concept series. This is really cool looking. I really like the way this guy looks. Almost more than the original Ironmonger that I have, which I'll show off when I get this guy out. It says, Ironmonger, jealous of Tony Stark's success, Obadiah Stane creates the Ironmonger armor to destroy him. It is bigger and far stronger than Iron Man, but is still incapable of beating the hero, for the real difference between the two suits is the men inside them. Oh, how beautiful. This suit was designed after the original Mark I, as you saw in the movie, that Obadiah was able to get a hold of the, not really the blueprints, but the pieces of him, and was able to make his own suit. You see the Iron Man Mark III, and you also have the deep dive armor Iron Man. Really nice packaging on here. I really like the way this figure looks. Avengers Assemble. 7. Maybe it's the 7th one. I have no idea. But really cool looking. Let's get him open and see how cool he really is. Okay, guys, so here we have the Ironmonger out of its packaging. And looking, you know what? Very nice. I'll come right out, right off the bat, and say that while this is a very nice looking figure, I like what they've done with it. I'm still going to go ahead and say that the original version of the Ironmonger is better than this one. Because him being smaller, he doesn't fit in scale very well with the other 3 3/4 inch Iron Man figures. He's still a very nice figure, don't get me wrong. The one thing that I have noticed that is kind of different on this, if I can get everything functioning properly, number one is his paint, and I don't know if you're seeing this very well. It's got a very nice kind of bluish tinge to it. You can see this is a nice silver, and then this is a silverish blue color, and that's kind of the theme throughout this figure itself. Very nice detail on here. I really like the way he looks. He's a very nice, very sharp looking figure. The paint on here is better than the original Ironmonger figure. You know, just in terms of a size comparison, here he is. So you do see that, I mean, there is a size difference, and that's good. However, he really should be even bigger. As you can see, I mean, I'm going to kind of try and reposition this so you can see things a little bit better. This is the original Ironmonger from the movie, and kind of zoom up a little bit. This scale for this guy and this guy works a little bit better. Mostly because, like, if you flip this open, and there you have Obadiah in there, his size matches with this guy. Now imagine Obadiah being in that suit. It doesn't really fit too well. I mean, if they did the same feature with this as they did on this one, the guy's head would be tiny, way smaller than this. This guy, I mean, it fits better. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but I mean, it scales much better with this guy and this guy. So that's why I prefer this one over this one. As I said, though, this is still a very nice figure. One problem I have is you can see this is very loose. In terms of quality control, that's fairly disappointing on this. The head rotates from left to right. It doesn't really look up and down. The arms are on that crazy-ass joint. One thing I do kind of like, though, is you can lift it all the way up without having anything pop off, because these are attached by little rubber pieces, so that's fairly nice. Good articulation, though. I mean, the articulation is not much different than the larger version. And when I say larger, again, I didn't measure it, but this guy himself, from top to bottom, is about 5 1/4 inches. So you're looking at about an inch taller than the other Iron Man figures themselves. Rotates at the waist, and you got the stupid leg syndrome. That's what I'm going to call it, stupid leg syndrome. Bends at the knee, and he's got some pivot at the foot. As I said, this is a nice looking scaled down version. I prefer the bigger guy from the first movie, so that's probably what I'm going to have displayed out. He also does come with his cards. As you can see, the 3 of them with the head and arms, the legs, and the body, and when you line them up and you put them on top of each other, you get this nice tech spec type of thing. Comes also with his little stand that you can line everything up. The stand for this guy actually is kind of a little on the underwhelming side because of how big he actually is. Oh, I don't have that lined up properly, so we're going to go there, there, there. There we go. Again, you can kind of, hopefully, you can kind of see the three-dimensional look of that. I think the stands are very nice, but when you put them on here, here you have a stand, and he's got a little plug hole on the feet. He looks too big for it. They should have made a bigger stand for it, I really think. But it's a nice looking figure, nicely detailed, nice color on here. I kind of wish that the coloring transitioned over to the bigger one a little bit more. But really, I would probably say pass on this guy. Pick up, if you can still, pick up the original Iron Monger figure, and it's going to look a whole lot better with your Iron Man collection from the Iron Man 2 line. So that's all I can really think of saying. I would pass on him. Can't think of really anything else. But thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Until next time, this is Optibotimus. Talk to you later.